Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 12 of our Let's Learn series for Victoria 3, where we'll be Let's Learn series for Victoria 3, where we're playing as Serbia, a one-state minor in Eastern Europe wedged between Austria-Hungary and Ottomans. We have inadvertently gained independence from the Ottoman Empire as we started out as a protectorate, but something happened in the Ottoman Empire, some internal collapse, internal strife. And that has led to us gaining independence. We have, however, joined the customs union again to make sure that our Yugoslav brothers have access and are able to migrate to Serbia, and also that we can benefit from their market for just a little bit longer. We're in 1862, so what is it, 25 years into the game. We're starting to, build up our military. It probably takes about 8 years or so to build up our military before we take on the Ottoman Empire. So let's go ahead and get to speed 3. We're enacting professional army. We are also building fertilizers, explosives, and munitions. And we are researching general staff so that we can unlock skirmish infantry. And hopefully we find ourselves in a spot where we are strong. We have Greece as our ally. And we're technologically superior to the Ottoman Empire even, and yeah, that will be the time to strike. Maybe if Austria-Hungary or Russia decides to join us, that will be great. If they don't, they don't. But we are aiming for maybe ideally 30 to 50 battalions. I think we should be able to afford. Go ahead and speed up, as there is not much to explain in our Let's Learn series. I think we've gone over everything. Okay, oh, I love this population growth though. Oh, professional army has been progressed to the consideration law. Okay, sorry, I thought it was enacted. Oh, okay, but consideration is good. Good, 46% chance, and we're in second stage. No setbacks. Sorry, let's deal with this event. Event in northern Serbia. Secret societies. Clandestine groups of academics in northern Serbia are plotting against the state to advance the misguided cause of the intelligentsia. Oh, let's just leave them be. They pose no threat. We kind of... Okay, they've managed to regain a couple of percentages of clout after we stopped suppressing them. Kind of getting a little dangerous. We need them to be influential, as we do want their traits. We don't want them to be powerful or anything like that. Okay, Orthodox Church is at 23.5%. That's okay. Okay, well, legitimate. I mean, it would be nice to be a righteous government. We're already getting 400 loyalists per month. It's okay. Legitimate government. I think this is okay balance of power that we've developed. Pretty bourgeoisie, powerful. Good to have them powered before the war, because we're going to build up our gold reserves, hopefully as much as possible. And then if we have petite bourgeoisie as powerful, we'll be able to get minus 20% loan interest, which we currently have standing at 14.4%. So if we drop that by an additional 10%, that would be great. So now it's base of 16, so 20% minus 2 from banking, minus 2 from central banking, so 16. Yeah, 16 minus 20 would be another minus 30, with 12.8. Okay. We're approaching our infrastructure cap here. That's the only concern we have, but we are going to researching general staff. That takes us another 2.5 years. And then we'll research modern sewage, which gives us an extra 1 infrastructure per 100,000 people. So an extra 13 infrastructure. And after that, we really need to wrestle southern Serbia from under the Ottoman yoke. I mean, if we could get Bosnia and Montenegro, that would be incredible. What resources does Bosnia have, though? Lead. Okay, more lead and iron. Nice to have, but not... They have cotton. That's very nice. And tobacco. Oof, Bosnia is a good one to get. Montenegro has more lead. Okay. Yeah, Montenegro is kind of nice there, but Bosnia and Serbia would be really nice. Once we get them, yeah, 'cause we probably won't be able to get Montenegro, since we don't share a border with them, it seems. But getting southern Serbia is top priority. Getting Bosnia is priority number 2 initially. Getting Montenegro. It would be nice to just have one war with the Ottomans and get all of 3 of these. Because after that, we're going to need to get Dalmatia. Yeah, it would be nice to get... I mean, there's more Croatia, but there's a good Serbian minority. We have Serb, Slovene. No. Okay, this is a bit too much, but all of these we could get. So we could get Croatia, Dalmatia. We definitely want to get Slavonia is also more Croatia. It would be nice to get Delvidek. Novi Sad is definitely Serbia. 360,000 here. And South Germans. You're a long way down south, gentlemen. Then Hungarians. Do we have any Serb? Okay, we actually have some Serbians in Banat as well. Yeah, that's 260,000. Some Romanians. That's it. Do we have any further down here? Any Serbians? No, no Serbians here. Just Albanians. And everyone else. Yeah. Well, Bosnia and southern Serbia are priority. That would be 1 million people we would add. Plus, we'd get coal. And that will power our industrialization. In fact, it will supercharge it. Okay, professional army went to adoption last time, but now a botched boycott. Event for enactment of professional army. Seeking support amongst his sympathizers, Nebojša Adžić has organized a boycott against the professional army law. Who's this guy? Leader of the rural folk. On the day it was to begin, there was barely any sign it had been declared at all. Ottoman Empire began embargoing Egypt. Okay. Some had taken due lessons from the Third Estate. Quantity was a quality of its own. If you had enough bodies to support whatever your cause was, nobody could stop you. Unfortunately for a few, there was a lesson they hadn't learned. People needed to either like you or like your cause. Inform the printers about this blunder. Okay, rural folk lose a lot of pop attraction, political strength, popularity, and we get 5% enactment chance. Government expenses, 5% enactment chance, and do we need Orthodox is already super loyal. Yeah, let's just take away from rural folk. Hopefully they flow to petite bourgeoisie, since we have homesteading. Oh, livestock ranches constructed, okay. Okay, canneries unlocked. Canneries are machines made specifically to seal food in an airtight container so they can be preserved for longer. Canneries for food industries. What does that really do for us? Canneries, nope. Okay, canneries here. So iron. Okay, so more iron and fish, less grain. But gives us some more groceries. We don't have any fish, but we could import it, I guess, from the Ottoman Empire. Well, from the Austro-Hungarian Empire. And in the event of a war, we're going to supply our troops with groceries for extra morale. So not too bad. Still, yes. My God, we're getting 20,000 now. So another 5 years and we get 100,000 just from natural growth. Oh God, can't get over it. And we get another 12. Okay, 12. We now have a professional army. The army consists of well-trained professional regulars. Excellent. 5 battalions can be mobilized at once. 25% strength for the armed forces. They're now at 15%. We need to get them to 20. 50% maximum conscription limit. 1% conscription rate. 10% morale loss. 25% weekly unit experience gain for armies and navies. We do now want to kind of build up our military. Although, to be honest, I'm actually going to switch. I feel like we're better off getting modern sewage and then general staff. Because we do want our armed forces. We want our armed forces to... we need to get them to 20%, so we get that 20% military research bonus. Well, now we have 10% from intelligentsia for society. But, okay. Okay, we're also kind of running down all of our gold reserves on construction. I do want to it's interesting. We're gonna need to build those buildings, and then we're gonna need to start building the army. But when we start building the army, we're gonna need to switch to poll taxes and increase our taxes as well, because we're gonna need to pay for that army, and that's gonna hit. It's gonna hit standard of living, and that will hit population growth rate. So I want to maintain this population growth rate for as long as we possibly can. And we're probably aiming for a war in about 8 years. I mean, we also don't want to delay too much and let, like, the Ottoman Empire, for example, switch to, you know, away from peasant levies. Don't want that. France bankrolling us. Perfect. Thank you, France. Like, we do want to make sure we have a technological advantage over the Ottoman Empire when we attack. If we did get that 20%, could we get like breech-loaded artillery? That would be a nice thing to get. If we could get shrapnel artillery, ooh, that's 45 offense. Yeah. After general staff, I mean, we're probably... we need rifling for that as well. Oh, man. Well, this would be a big one to get. I mean, enlistment officers would also be a good one to get, actually. If we could switch from professional army to enlistment officers, yeah, that's a good... I mean, that would be even better. Triage. Unlocks first aid. 20% recovery rate. Oh, look, first aid actually upkeep her battalion, fabric and liquor. Well, actually, I thought it needed opium. Is it modern nursing that needs opium? Field hospitals? Yeah, they need opium. Okay, wait, we actually need... God, we don't need rifling. We're gonna need triage. Triage, because we don't have a lot of manpower. We need the recovery rate. The recovery rate is the percentage of casualties a military unit takes that survive, in some cases by becoming dependent. Can be increased with mobilization options. Recovery rate is counted by the enemy military's kill rate. Okay, we've built our... hang on. Fertilizer plants, but we need sulfur. Why can't we get sulfur from Wallachia? Why can we not? We have an interest in Danubia. Second. Wallachian market. You have sulfur and it's cheap. Why can't we get sulfur from them? Import sulfur. Why can't we get it from Wallachia? Cannot import sulfur to Ottoman market from Wallachian market. Why? Traded quantity of goods would be 0. The price impact on sulfur in Wallachia. Don't lie to me, game. They could easily produce more sulfur if they just don't have any demand for it themselves. Oh, that's a bit annoying, to be honest. Because yeah, they're basically saying they're not producing any of it because no one's demanding any in Wallachia. Oh, that's really annoying. That's just silliness. There is sulfur there. There is sulfur, though. That's annoying. Okay, Austria-Hungary. Price predicted on sulfur in Austro-Hungarian go from 12 to 53. Ottoman market from 12 to... So it is sulfur we need, right? Yeah. Okay, it is sulfur we need because we just built the fertilizers. Yeah, we need sulfur, so... Let's let the game actually process this. Maybe it will recalculate something. Right? Maybe they will even establish a trade rate to us. Hmm? Fertilizer. Import. Okay, that's at least fine. Let's take it from there. Sorry. Go fertilizers. Yeah, it's super cheap as well. Yeah, so where are they producing it? Let's have a look. Production. Yeah, they're producing a sulfur Venetia. Wallachia, you missed your opportunity. France no longer bankrolling us. Okay, Expenses up pretty massive though. Yeah, that's why this construction sector with iron is pretty expensive. Even though iron isn't that expensive in our country, in our nation. This construction sector, is it really worth the 3? We could just go to 2 by switching back to wood. Wood isn't very expensive. But we do also not want to spend like forever building this. This is 45 weeks and then the munitions factory on top of that. But it is gonna like spend all of our reserves. We do have time, so to be perfectly honest, we can go to construction, just go to wooden buildings. Hey, sorry. Why did that like lose some people? Okay, because yeah, we lost 250 machinists and put them back into laborers. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's not really worth the 3 construction points. That's what, 25? Well, I guess it's 25% to speed. Right now it's going to take 55 weeks, but that's a little too pricey for us. Go back to wooden buildings. And then we have munitions factories. Okay. Russia ended their rivalry with Austria-Hungary. Good. Let's fight the Ottomans. That's who we need to fight. And the Russians, come on, you gotta help us, our Orthodox brothers. Okay. 56. Ooh, actually. Yeah, we're getting... Fine, yeah, we're losing that construction efficiency, but again, the way to deal with that is to build a government administration, and I don't want to pay another 1.3k. Wow, paper is expensive, but again, when we start fighting with the Ottomans, it's going to become very cheap indeed. 50,000 peasants still. Pretty sure, like, it seems like population-wise we're gaining way more, but are those old people getting employed? Surely, like, they must be becoming peasants and not just getting, like, employed. We're getting 18,000. Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, I guess, sorry, this 50,000 shows 327 working adults. There's peasant 50,000. So I keep, like, the game is always kind of confusing me a little bit with detailed lists. Sorry. Boslav Borovich retires. Okay. Alexander Arandelovich, known as a royalist, now leads the Ancient Group. Perfect. Perfect. So peasants, so we have 216,000. Yeah, out of them 50,000. So this is the number of working. Okay, so this should go up by 4,000 every year in theory. Right? Almost 5,000 now. Plus migration. Should go to like, go up by 5,000. We are obviously employing like about 5k a year as well. We're getting 10. Nice. We're getting 30,000 people per year. Oh dear. Okay. This is a bit of an issue. This is, in fact, a big issue. We can run into a little bit of debt. However, what are we doing? Modern sewage, okay, then general staff, then triage. Okay, this will take 7 years. Okay, so by the time we start fighting the Ottomans, we're gonna have triage. That's good. Alright, yeah, 7 years, we should be about ready. Okay, I feel like we're gonna have to switch to we need laws. We need per capita taxation. Yeah, that would give us plus 3,000. Probably, yeah, I think the good times are over. I mean, it shouldn't depress our... I mean, if we stop building buildings right now, we could actually... In fact, I'm going to go ahead and stop building this building since we don't have the tech for skirmish infantry yet anyway. So if we did actually finish building these explosives now, then, yeah, to be honest, even this wasn't exactly necessary. But okay, we actually went a little bit into debt. Okay, well, we'll pay it off. Applying philosophical concepts to material conditions produces... applying philosophical concepts to material conditions, producers may create novel concepts and perhaps new political ideas. Not sure what that means. +1 max education institution investment. Corporate charters spreading. Max number of companies. Political movement disbanded. Okay, all good. Yeah, perhaps we pause because we pause construction of explosives and then munitions, because we really have another 20 general staff. It will take 23 months to unlock, so 21 and 23. Still have like 4 years until we unlock this, and we can actually upgrade our military to skirmish infantry, which will create demand for those munitions, right? Because right now we're building fertilizers, explosives, and munitions only with the sole aim of being able to supply munitions for our skirmish infantry, right? Can we get our armed forces still falling in? So let's try to maintain. Yeah, we'll pay this off. Pay off the keep this balance up. We will try to. We need to kind of try and build up some reserves. So perhaps. Wait, hang on. Why did the opium tax go away? Because we're not. Okay, it's good because we're not consuming any more opium. That's good. Let's. What could we tax? Clothes, furniture, luxury clothes, and luxury furniture. How about we tax those? Build up a little bit of a surplus. Right, because if we go to our population, who's consuming all of this? Yeah, everyone's doing well. Yeah, luxury clothes are still very reasonably priced. I mean, our middle strata was also buying, but our middle strata is rolling in money. Literally rolling. And luxury furniture as well. Yeah. So they shouldn't complain too much. Services. Okay, we'll leave services and transportation alone. Tea. Yeah, we'll leave everything else alone. Plus 1,000, actually, not a bad idea. So let's start building up that surplus again. We can build 1.4 million of credit. So that is excellent. We could also, once we start approaching the full gold reserves, we could unlock postal savings, which would increase our credit lines even further. Let's build modern sewage. Yeah, modern sewage so that we can actually get that infrastructure headroom. It's getting a little tight, right? Because buildings like these are probably... They might be taking 2 infrastructure, I don't remember. 3 infrastructure usage per level. Explosives factory and munitions would take another 3, yeah. So we have 6 already scheduled. Yeah, we need sewage first. Modern sewage. Population growth is beautiful. Hang on, guys. Let me just pause for a second. Had my clock here wound to the wrong time. I thought we were already out of time. No, we're only 23 minutes into the episode, so that's good. Paper in the Ottoman market is expensive, but no, we're not. I mean, unless my private sector starts building some, I'm not going to build any. Okay, we're almost done with religion, autocracy, nationality. Let's see what that gives us. Nicola Oh, hang on. Let's pause. Nicola Marichik, the leader of the armed forces, has retired from political life. Dragan Damjanic, known as a Republican, now leads the interest group. Oh, Republican. What is this? Okay, industrialists have a jingoist. That's good. Petit bourgeoisie has a pacifist. Fine. Armed forces have Republican. You call yourself loyal? Who are you? Serbian disliked. Yeah, no wonder. Imperious. This character is known for their arrogant and domineering nature. Can we get rid of him? Exiled dissident. Serbia doesn't have protected speech. The amount of radicals generated depends on our freedom of speech laws and the popularity of the character. 2% of armed forces members of pops in Serbia become radical. Dragan Damjanic will be sent into exile. Political operator. As interest group leader, plus 5% interest group political strength. And this gets plus 25% interest group pop attraction. As a Republican, presidential republic, parliamentary, elected bureaucrats. Should we exile him just to try it? How many people? 6.8 thousand, only 2%. Let's just give it a go. We don't want a Republican at the head of our armed forces, do we? We got all jingoists. Come on, everyone's ready to go, except our armed forces. We'll just give this a go. The amount of radicals. Are you sure? Yes. Did I just do something wrong? Sava. There we are. This is who we need. Sava Bilimarkovic. Armed forces, royalist. Endorse monarchy. The leader's loyalties are to the monarchy and its rightful ruler. 24 years old. There you go. Knew we'd have to get rid of that doofus. That's interest group leader, plus 5% interest group political strength. Attraction. What a man. What a man. As a commander. Offense, defense, recovery rate. Surprise maneuver. This character is extremely careful and pays extra attention to detail. There we go. All you had to do is make room for a young and dashing and progressive officer to come up the ranks. Plus 5% interest group political strength. This character has a certain knack for politics. Excellent. Sava Bilimarkovic. Welcome. And could you please get armed forces to 20%? Okay, hang on. Intelligentsia is again getting a little big for its shoes. We got the authority for it. Let's go and suppress these guys a little. Okay. Let's go and pause. Let's keep that population growth. Going with GDP. We're up almost 8 times in 30 years. Right, literacy has doubled. Standard of living is excellent. Population, we went from what, 809,000 at the start. Yeah, so we're almost doubled our population. We're getting, yeah, oh, migration. Why 6.8? Come on. Population, yeah, 10% of our population is Bulgarian. Well, 7.8. But we're also assimilating at a faster rate. 15,000 Sunnis. Okay, but they will actually convert slowly, I think. Interesting. Population. Let's keep it at speed 3. I just want to have a look at our population, trying to understand. Let's have a look. Let's take a check since we're almost 30 years into the game. So laborers are now 61% of population. Peasants are only 17%, right? Whereas we started with these guys being 60. But it's together they still represent what, 80 as opposed to 90% of our population before. Still a big shift. 10% of population became, right? So right now, yeah, sorry, 60, 80, yeah, 20% of our population is then mostly middle strata and upper strata, right? And there's obviously some servicemen in here. 3%, that's lower strata, but they're pretty well off. Clerks as well, but yeah, well, still maybe a 90% or lower strata. But pretty good. So peasants mostly migrated into being upskilled, I guess, into being laborers. Then we got shopkeepers. That's 5.7% of our nation. Clerks, 4%. Servicemen, farmers, clergymen, machinists, aristocrats, academics, bureaucrats, officers, engineers, captains. Okay, and in terms of political strength, now we have shopkeepers really run the country. 53% of political strength. Oh, very nice. 5.7% of the population, 50% of political strength. Farmers are actually pretty influential. That's because we get plus 25% to their political strength from homesteading. And then it's still aristocrats. Okay, they're still pretty strong. Number 3. I guess at least relatively speaking. Clergymen, 7.8. Laborers, 6%. Okay, despite being 60% of population, they're only 6% of political Strength peasants gets together. These guys are 8% of political strength. And then we have academics, capitalists. Interesting that capitalists are actually not very strong. We don't have that many of them. Yeah, we only have 31,000. Not even sure where we get those from. Let's see, where do we get so many capitalists? So, oh, sorry, that was political strength. So we only have 700. They basically run the food industries and and fertilizer plants now as well. Because fertilizer plants start off with private ownership. It's kind of a more advanced industry. Oop, hang on a minute. Have we built explode? Oh, sorry, no, we're paused, right? Sorry, yeah, okay. We're paused, so that's okay. And we still have, modern sewage to finish, and then we have 23 months. Okay, sorry, panicked. Let's go back to reviewing our population. Well, like, why is it that, what I understand, servicemen, for example, who do they support? Soldiers and sailors making up the bulk of the nation's military personnel. They commonly align politically with their role as part of their armed forces. Okay, so 80% of them support armed forces. And their standard of living 12. We also have Bulgarians. There they are. We have Serbs. So they are pretty happy. Mostly support armed forces, okay. They're just not very rich. That's what's not making armed forces not so powerful. Officers, right? Commissioned officers commanding the nation's military forces in the army and navy. Politically, they represent the upper echelons of the armed forces. Oh, 21, secure. They're well off, yeah. So armed forces, again, 80% of them. Yeah, so once we start building up the army, which probably start doing soon. In fact, I mean, we're at, well, yeah, I want to keep this at surplus. We could actually even start building it up now. It's just that I want to switch to skirmish infantry when the munitions factory is built. So we're going to activate that whole chain of fertilizer. Fertilizer, actually, okay, they're fully employed. Get that iron, sulfur. The explosives factory. Okay, the United States ended their rivalry with the French Republic. Let's try and build up these gold reserves while we're researching for a few years, because we'll need gold reserves to be on full when we start our war. We're going to need to build our military basically to sort of unsustainable levels and then fight the Ottomans. Right, this is due to approval of Happy, plus 25% migration. That's at least something. I'm not sure if that gives us necessarily any more. We're already at super high. What was I going to check? I was going to check something, but I forgot. 60. Okay, so yeah, so peasants are going up because we're not building buildings. Okay, so this is working as intended. So we have migration. Most of those people are becoming peasants. Right? So for example, I assume if I go population, look at our peasants, there's going to be a lot of Bulgarians in here. Yep. And Sunni Serbians. Alright, they must have migrated from Bosnia. Okay, they are discriminated against because we don't like Sunnis. Well, you gotta convert then. And they will convert. Alright, if we go to religion, if we go cultures, religions, Serbian, Bulgarian is accepted, nation formation, Yugoslavia we could form. Okay. And this is what we need for it. Okay, that could be our aim for the playthrough. I guess we want to unite the Serbian people at least. Maybe unite everyone. And go to multiculturalism and live in peace and prosperity. But okay, back to Sunnis. We even have some Serbian Sunni peasants. Serbian Sunni. Okay. Well, they are discriminated against. And that means their political power is lower and their wages are lower. And inadvertently helping our economy. Let's see, we have 75, 81. Okay, we do have 6 infrastructure to play with, but we need that modern sewage. And then we're going to be on a straight path to building up our military. Just 4 weeks left. General staff, triage. We'll need first aid mobilization, so fabric and liquor. Okay, that's good stuff. We have fabric, which might be a little pricey. There we are. Slow down. Modern sewage is the creation of specific tunnels and pipes to remove refuse from a city, leading to a better standard of living. Very nice. This gives +5 max weekly construction progress, but that means directed towards one building, right? In reality, for example, we produce 12, but right now I think our limit is something like 30. And we can find that here somewhere. Let's see, construction. Well, I'll find it in a bit. Stoyan Panik retires from Orthodox Church. Vojislav Bogichevich now is a royalist. Excellent, we have another royalist. Previous Stoyan Panik was a jingoist, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. Okay, we have another royalist. Okay, everyone's in favor of monarchy. Excellent. I mean, why wouldn't you be? Sorry, but guys, yeah, I wanted to just do a quick overview of what modern sewage actually gave us. But +5 max weekly construction progress. That's directed towards a single building. So if we build up our construction segments, then after a certain point, after like about 30 points, any further points will be invested into a second building, right? So you can't sort of like speed your way through a single building if you have like 100 construction. You're not going to build, right, logging camps in 2 weeks, right? That's not going to happen. But here +10 land trade capacity, okay. Basically land trades plus -10% pollution effects. They will get +1 infrastructure per 100,000. Excellent. So we just got 14 infrastructure for nothing. Which, you know, the reason that's important is because we obviously want to keep up with infrastructure, because otherwise we lose market access, and that means prices get distorted and our buildings become less profitable quite quickly. But you know, another reason why it's good to get this, because the only other alternative really is to get railways, because you can get infrastructure from ports, but we don't have access to the sea. It's not very efficient, but the most efficient way, you know, apart from this infrastructure from population, is to get railways. But to get railways, we need to build up steel. It would take time to research this. It would take time to build it. It will take money to build it. It takes money to operate railways. So this is a really good one for us. +20 maximum infrastructure from population. Again, so this only works up to 2 million people. This +1 infrastructure per 100,000. +5 construction sector max level, right? So that's just how many construction sectors can we have? But I mean, we're a long way. We have 20, up to 20, but I mean, I don't know what we need to do to be able to afford that, to be honest. Here we are. Okay, artillery foundry. All of this. What are we building? We're getting 30 wood. Yeah, I guess when the war starts, we're going to lose hardwood. And hardwood is needed for both. Ooh, actually, maximum logging camps. That's interesting. That is actually quite interesting. I can't believe we reached 13. But when the war starts, we're going to need hardwood for artillery and for arms industries, right? So we're going to have to switch to having these owned by capitalists. And it's interesting. It'll be like, you know, war is going to put some pressure on us to change, right? Like there won't be any option, like whether I want to delay having capitalists or not. Like war will push us to, you know, compromise, and sort of that necessity will make some political changes. That's why I guess we all love Victoria, Paradox games in general. Okay, building more iron. Okay, we could go with just atmospheric engine. We do need coal. God, if we do manage to win at southern Serbia or even Bosnia, we're going to be so much stronger. The thing is, the game ends in 100 years, so I do want to actually, I do want to start that war sooner rather than later, so that we actually have time to develop our nation after Fighting religion, autocracy, and nationality completed. Perfect. So what do we get? Oh, there. Official nationality. The state policy of religion, autocracy, and nationality has become the ubiquitous ideology of the Serb people. There are few who dare to question the absolute authority of the prince. In a state where love for princes and devotion to the throne are based on the native characteristics of the people, where there are laws of the fatherland and firmness in administration, all efforts of the evil intention will be in vain and insane. All hail the prince. Okay, 50 popularity to Milan Obrenovic for 19 years. Landowners get plus 10% interest group political strength. Favorites of the autocracy. While the Serbian people are supreme. 20% assimilation, which is foreign pops whose culture is accepted. For example, the Bulgarians, who do not live in one of their homelands, may assimilate into the country's primary cultures. Yeah. But the thing is, we already have plus 100% from the decree of promote national values. 5% Serbian pops in Serbia become more loyalists. We have plenty of loyalists. Orthodox Church shows us the way. 6% of Orthodox clergymen pops in Serbia become more loyalist. We get plus 20% conversion. 19 years. No, I think Milan. Let's get some popularity for the autocrat. And to be honest, let's actually pause this. So it's not too bad to give some political strength to landowners, because as long as we maintain monarchy, which we want to, I think just for roleplay and immersion purposes, and because, look, we got royalists everywhere. Royalists, jingoists, royalists in our armed forces. We have royalists and rural folk. We got we're basically royalists and jingoists, exactly as we are intending to be. So Milan is going to stay for a while. He's hated at the moment, though. Jesus. Okay, but his heir is at least growing up. He's 11 years old. Not very popular. Interest group is Orthodox Church. Yeah, Orthodox Church will be in our government always. He's jingoist. Okay, let's see what he grows up in. Oh, look at this guy. His psychological affliction. This character suffers from an illness of the mind. Poorly understood and difficult to treat effectively. Oh, is he depressed? Minus 20% character health. Okay, so he will die. Minus 50 popularity, though. He's hated. Reserved, bigoted. He's bigoted. This character is known for their bigoted and prejudiced views. Let's give us authority, but less influence. Plus 25% radicals from discrimination. Okay, he's not the best ruler. Give him 50 popularity. But let's all hail the prince. He did deliver us. So all hail the prince. We did get this far with him and under his father. Miloš, right? I think it was. Okay, let's go ahead and unpause. Speed 3. We're still getting migration. Okay, 30,000. Okay, we do need to. Yeah, because by 1875 we have to be at war. Ottomans, are they? Yeah, they have tiny pop growth. 1 point. Sorry, that's Ottoman Empire as a whole. 22 million. Jeez, they have 100,000 per year. Wow. Okay, yeah, hard to compete. Struggling Sunni Turkish. Minus 5% authority. National assimilation. Responsive governance. And what are their agenda? Placate the masses. Ottoman Empire wants to maintain stability by keeping taxes low and ensuring there's plenty of food for the people. Conservative agenda. It's cautious conservative political agenda promoting a slow reform pace. Defend the borders. Wants to keep the world at bay through armed isolationism. Okay. Sultanate. Sultan Abdülmecid Osmanoglu. Do you have any penalties to, like, their military? This character is known for their arrogant attitude. He's not very popular. Okay. Expensive tastes. Tax waste. Excellent. This character is known for their extravagant taste in wine, food, and other luxuries. He's a political operator, though. This character has a certain knack for politics. He's a moderate. His intelligentsia. Okay. Okay, but do we know, like, who do they have? 146 battalions. What do they have? Regular battalions, but can we see who they are? Infantry? What kind of infantry? Line infantry. Okay, mobile artillery and hussars. Yeah, because they got peasant levies. Yeah, so I mean, if we could get to 50 battalions, would be a third of their numbers, at least in normal battalions, a third of their numbers. But we should be, especially with our leaders, and if we get our armed forces to 20%, should be quite a bit stronger, right? And hopefully people will side with us, like the Russians, for example, or the Austro-Hungarians. I mean, come on, they're super weak, guys. It's time to strike. Maybe Egypt will attack them. Maybe Jabal Shammar. Diplomacy. Does anyone hate the Ottomans? Embargo. Okay, they're embargoing Egypt. Maybe Egypt will fight them. So we need to kind of be ready. I want to start building up the military so that if there is a war with Egypt, that will be our time. Want to be ready. Want to be ready. 4 journal entries, actually. What do we have? Urbanized Serbia. Okay, let's click that. Munitions industry will time out in 5 years. Central archives. Okay, let's have a look. Wait, first of all, urbanized Serbia. So what do we have? Let's keep this at speed 2. If not 3 even, I was going to say. Okay, we'll complete if 75% of all eligible Serb states. Any building is urban center is level is greater than 5. Okay, and any Serb state is incorporated. Any building with this urban center is greater than or equal to 10. Triggers the event Winds of Change. Okay. Where are we at the moment? We're at 6. Okay, so we need 400 more urbanization. What is this going to give us? 20 and 20. Okay. Munitions. So, okay, let's go to journal entries again. That's domestic affairs. That doesn't have any time limit, so that's good. Munitions industry. And will complete if any Serb building is munitions plants, cash reserves is greater than 25%, weekly profit is greater than 0, workforce occupancy is greater or equal to 50%, building level is greater than or equal to 5. Really? 5. Serbia can research rifling technology. Serbia has researched... Oh, will fail if Serbia has researched rifling. Will time out in 5 years. Triggers dealing in arms. Okay, so we need 5 level munitions factories, guys. Well, that's not going to happen. And where is rifling? Okay. Fine, we won't research it. 12 months. Okay, we can actually go ahead and, in fact, resume. Okay, we're actually a little bit late, I think. We have, what? 13 months left. So a year. Oh, this is kind of sucks. Yeah, okay, a year. Okay, 26 weeks. Okay, we'll be there in time. But we will... Yeah. Well, that also means, guys, to be honest, that the good times are over. And we need to pass... We need to pass poll taxes. We're gonna need to pay for that military. Right, so we need per capita taxation, guys. We're gonna impose. I mean, okay, we're gonna time to get the wool from the start shaving off a bit of the wool from the sheep, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, all this work we've done, and yeah, it's time to enact poll taxes. I mean, I do want to delay as much as I can, of course, but we can actually maintain shell gun unlocked. The shell gun is a remarkable piece of artillery due to the nature of its ammunition. The projectiles themselves are explosive, leading to more damage than a simple chunk of metal would. Okay, use smooth bores for artillery. Production knowledge of general staff is starting to spread. Oh, okay, we're gonna get general staff very quickly. And then we get triage. Okay, Yeah, we building? Yeah, we are building. Okay, let's get the explosives. And then we get munitions. It's gonna take an extra year. Night at the opera. What do we have? Hang on. Our obligation has expired. Bozda Kadievich has retired. Zvezdan Garasanin, politician. Jingoist intelligentsia now we have. Okay, everyone's ready for war. A commission has been sent to the prestigious Arts Academy of Northern Serbia to get one of their finest composers to write a national opera that captures the grandeur of Serbia. Even the harshest critics won't be able to find a single flaw in the harmony, the scale, the rhythm of my opera magna, The Sword of the Sun. A tale about love, death, immortal topics that pertain to Serb legends. Their heroes will be forever remembered thanks to these magnificent arias. Okay, beautiful drawing. A formidable proposal indeed. Serbia gets national opera for 5 years plus 30 prestige and gets 300 government expenses. Now we can't afford that. Great idea that someone else could make for a cheaper cost. Oh, shouldn't this be free? A free service for the nation? Yeah, 15 prestige. I mean, we need 187 to become a major power, so... Prestige. Your rank is determined by comparing your prestige to all other countries in the world. Prestige originates primarily from how impressive your economy is as measured by your GDP, how much power projection your military forces generate, and your country tier. It can also be affected by other factors such as your arts academy and monuments, and if you're a world leader in the production of a certain good. Really, does it give us prestige? Where does it give us prestige? Okay. Interesting. I didn't know Arts Academy is supposed to give you prestige, but I guess they do. We could get... It's only for 5 years. Like, we don't want to spend 300. Shouldn't this be free? A free service for the nation? If it was permanent, like... Intelligentsia refused to pay composer. 5 academics become more radical. Now, shouldn't this be a free service for the nation? Exactly. Okay, oh, we lost, unfortunately, 25% migration attraction. That doesn't really matter. Diplomatic ties with Prussia lost. Okay, let's go to speed 3. Okay, we kind of messed that up, to be honest. We're now going to be like a year late. That's okay. And still, like, we keep... That means for a year, we still keep higher population growth. Because it won't take that long to build up our professional army. However, as I was saying, we do need to get poll taxes in time to actually build up gold reserves. So we kind of need to get them a little bit earlier. Let's just try to think, how long is it really going to take us? Munitions plants would take us another year to build. And then, so another year we have munition plants. And then we have... So we're now in 1867, so 1868, yeah, by 1870, we'll have munition plants and we'll build up as much of a professional army as we can. So we have only 3 years. It's going to take a year to pass the law. So I think it's time, to be honest. Yeah, we can't, I mean, this will never, it's never going to last in any case. The country needs to pay for itself, so let's go ahead and start adjusting. So we need, excuse me, per capita taxation. Who supports industrialists, petite bourgeoisie, and armed forces? Reform our government. Let's get petite bourgeoisie. Ooh. Ouch. No. Why does, hang on. Why is it that much of a drop? Government ideology penalty. Okay, size of government, I guess. We get a penalty of 20. But government ideology. Governance principle theocracy. What? Army model professional army. Landowners approve. Interest bourgeoisie does not like professional army. Okay. What about getting armed forces in here? Okay, that's at least a contested government. Okay, hang on. Yeah, okay. Actually, this is our best option. So armed forces do at least understand we need per capita taxation. Unlike Petit Bourgeois loyalist. Okay, but we're going to start. That means if we do pass it, we're going to start with 10%. Okay, let's get industrialists, we get unacceptable government. Petit bourgeoisie will also get unaccepted. Okay, we need that. No, we need to maximize the chance. Okay. Get 50% enactment time. But at least that's time. But we're going to double our initial success chance. Okay, armed forces. Contested government is alright. But we're going to start our per capita law with just 10%. That's rough. That's rough. That is rough. Because he's pacifist. That's that's why. Because of this. Hang on, you. Oh, we can't exile this. Can't exile anyone for another 2 years. Oh, you. Traitor. Traitor to the nation. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need to then start. Okay, we need to. I feel like we need armed forces. We need armed forces clout to like increase ASAP. We are building munitions. That's gonna take 108 weeks. Boy. Okay, we do have plus 200, but that's because we're constructing. How about we actually go military, go here, and we actually build. We build these up, so 10. Let's go ahead and build that up, actually. We drop our munitions. We're going to build up line infantry, and then we will upgrade. So that when the munitions factory is built, what I want is to us to just switch our infantry and create a lot of demand straight away. The Petit Bourgeoisie have expressed their concerns about government decisions clearly favoring the interests of the industrialists. Well... Oh. If you're gonna be pacifists, guys, you're not on board with the agenda. So I'm going to roleplay this and just tell them, look, you need to accept we're gonna always please everyone. Yeah, to be honest, because you're a pacifist, mate, I don't like you. I do not like you. Munitions, I mean, come on, look, okay, this is not gonna happen. We're not gonna get level 5 munitions in 5 years. It's crazy. General staff unlocked. Having a set of officers to act as a conduit between the high command and the troops themselves allows for greater communication and effectiveness. It unlocks advanced tactics training for barracks. Perfect. Advanced tactics training for conscription, skirmish, infantry. Excellent. Okay. I mean, we will go ahead in barracks. We could upgrade to advanced tactics. It just lets us train faster and we get more officers. Let's go ahead and build these barracks. Knowledge of the power of the purse has started to spread. Okay, that's a naval tech. Let's go ahead and build this up. Yeah, so... But yeah, our industry is enough to support us, right? We'll produce enough small arms and enough artillery for 30 battalions for sure, right? Because our small arms or arms industries, where are they? So artillery, where's arms industries? So they produce 30. Okay, so that's enough for 30 battalions, which we're not. I don't think we're gonna go much higher than that. Our artillery, yeah, we can go into 25 or 45 even, if we had to. But that only uses iron, so And if we really wanted the arms, then we could go rifling. That needs steel though. Okay, fine. Understood, but that's enough. Yeah, it's enough. We just need munitions later. How much? Wait, hang on. How much do munitions produce? Out of the box, they produce 50. More than enough. Okay, we do kind of have this explosive industry now. That's... can we export our explosives somewhere? No. Austria-Hungary at least. Predicted price on explosives in Ottoman market. 67. Should we try at least? See how that goes. Alright, it actually makes them... Ah, okay, see. Trade revenue after tariffs. Oh, interesting. So these unprofitable trade routes hurt our trade centers. Oh, sorry. Okay, well, we can actually export our fertilizer since we have a ton of it. We can even export some to Russia. Okay, let's help our... Let's try and do that and just help out our trade centers. We'll keep our population growing as much as we possibly can. Let's see. Still getting migration. Okay, that's good. We have 50,000 peasants. To be honest, we kind of need more. Because then once we start taking casualties, you know, they're going to need to be replaced from somewhere. We have glass as well. Glass. Can we export our glass? Yes, we can. British market and Russian market. Just been sitting there. Sorry, that's actually one thing we kind of forgot to do. We should have sorted that out. Now we get the urban centers up. Right, because trade centers are expanding. Oh, these guys are getting rich. Yeah, there we are. Okay, interesting. Yeah, still not... I mean, I have, I think, a good grasp of the trade system, but okay, this just gave me an even better one. Explosives, interesting. I mean, we are exporting, aren't we? Trade revenue. Oh, I think that's using our bureaucracy. 2 trade routes, 30. Okay, well, okay, it's fine. I mean, we only lose that bonus from state construction. It's not a massive bonus. Yeah, we do lose, what, 10%, 1.2 of construction. Okay, these guys are at least profitable now, so they're hiring. Okay, it's fully employed. What do we have here? 4,000 shopkeepers. Okay, urban center is now 7. Okay, we're building barracks. Armed forces should gain clout. Fully employed. Okay, let's see how this goes. We're at least in the surplus. Northern Serbia. Just gotta be careful that also there. When we start our war. When we start our war. Okay, this is at least profitable. Start our war. A lot of this is going to change, right? Again, we're going to get a massive drop because we're going to get disconnected from the Ottoman market. So we need to be ready. September 1867. Okay, well, we're gonna need to... Yeah, okay. Let's get to January and we'll have to end the episode there. But ultimately, we're ready. We're ready, guys, right? We just need to per capita taxes, tax our massive tax base now. Yes, unfortunately lose out in population growth rate. Intelligentsia deactivated due to their approval of +2. That's fine. We don't need this. After triage though, okay, we are gonna go postal savings after triage. Oh, I mean, intelligentsia is just never in the right place at the right time. Do have a good amount of infrastructure. Once we reunite with southern Serbia, we are going to need to get railways. Industrialists are at 20%. What if we take out Orthodox Church? Okay, that doesn't even change much. But we put in Industrialists. Still unacceptable. Jesus Christ. What if we take out Orthodox Church, but put in... Okay, that's at least a contested government. Okay, it's going to be minus 5,000 loyalists. But that's... It's just the issue here is that we're going to start... Yeah, when we start enacting... We need our armed forces at 20%, really. Like, right now. But when we start enacting... Landowners... Wait, who is in favor of per capita? Land-based taxation, per capita taxation. Petite bourgeoisie, industrialists, and armed forces. But they only add this clout if they're in government, I believe. So it's better to initiate it with industrialists in government. Yeah, it's better to do this and initiate it. What other events do we have? Philosophy department. Okay, well, it's only 6 years, but we need what? Any sort of building university, 5 levels. I mean, come on, we just can't construct that fast. Central archives. Building is government administration. Building level is greater than or equal to 10. Workforce occupancy 90%. Triggers event filing cabinets. Okay. Doubt that ever gonna happen. Congo River Expedition, halt a Grand Exhibition, Niger River Expedition, map the American Western Frontier. Okay, not for us. Okay, let's try and get as much population added as we possibly can. Let's build up that military. Okay, we're pretty much at the limit now. We still have 6 ordered, so we're gonna start. Okay, let's get to January. Yeah, but this is pretty much, guys, as much military as we can support with our budget right now. I mean, actually something to think about. We could just do more consumption taxes. It's just when the war starts, yeah, we don't need per capita taxation. We're gonna need it for later. Because once we reunite, we're going to need to build stuff and propel our economy. We need money to finance construction sectors. You know, we've gone with 30, by this time it will be 35 years of no taxes and 35 years of, you know, maxed out population growth. It will reduce it. It won't reduce it too bad, I don't think. And once we actually grow our GDP, if we do win this war, and I hope we will, you know, hopefully that will give such a big boost to our GDP that their standard of living will go back up, and it's actually gone down a bit for them. No, it's kind of, yeah, it was a little bit higher, right? Wasn't it? That's probably because we got so much migration that they depressed wages. Nitroglycerin unlocked, perfect. This was the technique of producing reliable explosives out of nitrates. This often meant using fertilizers as base material. Okay, plus 25% resource discovery chance. We don't actually have any resource discovery, right? This is nothing special. Oh no, discoverable resources in Delvidek. Okay. Could there be oil? There is a bit of oil in Hungary, I know. Interesting, so we could actually get something in Delvidek. Okay, but here we are, guys. Let's pause. We're in January 1868. We've gone over the hour. Again, thank you very much for watching. We are coming up to the showdown with the Ottomans that we've been building up for 35 years. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're excited for the next episode. But for now, thanks a lot for watching. And bye. See you in the next episode.